Have you ever looked in the mirror and thought, why do I look more tired today, even though I slept well? The answer might not be your makeup or your hairstyle, it could be the colors you're wearing. Believe it or not, the wrong shades can instantly add years to your face, while the right ones can make you look vibrant, confident, and effortlessly stylish. Many women over 60 fall into the trap of wearing safe colors they've relied on for decades. Black, beige, white, these shades feel timeless. But when used the wrong way, they can drain the life from your skin tone and highlight every fine line. On the other hand, choosing more flattering hues can soften your features, brighten your complexion, and even create the illusion of smoother skin. That's the power of color in fashion for mature women. The good news is, you don't need to throw out your entire wardrobe or chase after the latest trends. With a few mindful adjustments, you can still enjoy your favorite pieces while avoiding the 7 most common color mistakes. These are the very mistakes that make women look older than they are, and once you know how to spot them, you'll never see clothes the same way again. Think of this video as your personal style refresher, a chance to rediscover the shades that celebrate your natural beauty. Whether you've embraced your gray hair or you're still experimenting with highlights, there are colors that will make you glow instead of fade. And once you understand how colors play with your skin, hair, and even your energy, you'll feel empowered every time you get dressed. So, if you're ready to stop looking older than you feel and start enjoying colors that truly work for you, keep watching. Let's uncover the very first color mistake that could be aging you by an entire decade. Black has long been seen as the ultimate symbol of sophistication. It's slimming, elegant, and endlessly versatile. No wonder so many women over 60 reach for it when they want to look chic. But here's the hidden truth. While black can be timeless, wearing it the wrong way can actually add 10 years to your appearance. The reason is simple. Black absorbs light. When you wear it near your face, especially in heavier fabrics like wool or thick cotton, it casts shadows that deepen lines, wrinkles, and under-eye circles. Instead of lifting your features, it can make your complexion look dull and even emphasize sagging. What once felt like a safe choice starts working against you. Take, for example, Linda, a 64-year-old retired teacher. She always wore head-to-toe black because it felt polished and easy. But when she looked at photos from her granddaughter's birthday, she was shocked at how tired she appeared. Her skin seemed flat, and her silver hair lost its shine against the stark contrast of her outfit. After a stylist suggested she add a soft ivory scarf and a pair of gold earrings, her entire look transformed. Suddenly, the same black blazer felt radiant instead of harsh. This doesn't mean you should give up black altogether. Fashion for mature women should never be about rigid rules. It's about smart adjustments. If you love black, balance it with colors that bring warmth and light back to your face. Pair a black dress with a statement necklace in coral or turquoise. Layer a black top under a camel cardigan. Choose fabrics with a softer finish, like matte jersey instead of stiff polyester, to prevent that heavy, aging effect. Another tip: experiment with placement. Black trousers or skirts can still look slimming and stylish, but keep brighter, softer shades closer to your face. This way, you enjoy the benefits of black without letting it steal your glow. Once you start paying attention, you'll notice how much more vibrant you feel with just a small shift. Instead of disappearing into the darkness, your features shine. And that's the real secret. Clothes should frame your beauty, not fight against it. Now, if black can sometimes betray us, imagine what happens when we rely too heavily on another neutral that seems harmless but often leaves us looking washed out. Let's talk about the dangers of overusing beige and washed out tones. Beige has a reputation for being safe. For decades, women have relied on it as the go-to neutral, believing it's timeless, understated, and easy to match with anything. But here's the problem. When beige dominates your wardrobe, especially lighter washed-out versions, it can do the opposite of what you want. Instead of looking elegant and effortless, you can end up looking faded, tired, and even invisible. Why does this happen? Beige, especially the pale yellow-based shades, tends to blend too closely with mature skin tones. As we age, our skin naturally loses some of its youthful warmth and brightness. Pairing that with beige can make the skin appear duller, creating the illusion of sallowness. Instead of lifting your complexion, it flattens it. Consider Margaret, a 62-year-old grandmother who loved wearing beige sweaters and khaki slacks because they felt neutral and practical. At family gatherings, she often noticed she looked washed out in photos. After a wardrobe consultation, she swapped her beige cardigans for soft blush pinks and dove gray. The transformation was subtle but powerful. Suddenly, her skin looked fresh, her smile brighter, and her natural beauty stood out. That's the magic of choosing the right neutrals. This doesn't mean beige is the enemy. Fashion for mature women should always leave room for flexibility. The key is to be selective. Instead of washed-out beige, experiment with richer, more flattering tones like taupe, warm camel, or soft blush. These shades still give you that neutral sophistication but with more life and warmth. Accessories also make a big difference. If you love beige trousers, pair them with a jewel-toned top, emerald, sapphire, or ruby, or add a colorful silk scarf near your face to break up the monotony. Even subtle details like gold jewelry or a coral lipstick can keep beige from dulling your look. Here's another tip. Pay attention to fabrics. A beige wool coat may feel heavy and aging, while a light, flowing fabric like chiffon or silk in a slightly deeper neutral can feel elegant and youthful. Texture and drape matter just as much as shade. The takeaway? Beige doesn't have to disappear from your closet. It simply needs balance and thoughtful pairing. Once you learn how to mix beige with complementary shades, you'll never have to worry about looking washed out again. And if beige can rob your complexion of energy, imagine what happens when you go to the opposite extreme with colors that are too loud. Next, let's talk about why neon shades are one of the fastest ways to look older instead of younger. It's easy to think that bold, vibrant colors will make you look more youthful. After all, what could be more energizing than hot pink or neon green? But here's the truth. For women over 60, neon shades are rarely flattering. Instead of bringing life to your look, they often highlight the very things you're trying to soften, like fine lines, uneven skin tones, and even thinning hair. The reason is simple. Neon is harsh. These colors reflect so much light that they overpower natural features, making the skin look uneven and washed out. Neon pinks can emphasize redness in the cheeks, while neon yellows can clash with gray or silver hair. Rather than adding vibrancy, they create visual noise that distracts from your beauty. Take Diane, 66, who once wore a neon green blouse to a summer party. She thought it would show off her fun personality, but in photos, her skin looked blotchy, and the shirt pulled all the attention away from her face. When she swapped neon green for a soft mint blouse, suddenly she looked radiant, polished, and approachable. The difference was striking, and all because of the color choice. So what's the alternative? Instead of reaching for neon shades, lean into jewel tones. Emerald green, sapphire blue, ruby red, and amethyst purple are powerful, elegant, and flattering colors for mature women. These tones are rich enough to feel vibrant, but soft enough to complement rather than compete with your natural features. They highlight the sparkle in your eyes, bring warmth to your skin, and pair beautifully with both gray and colored hair. Another option is to explore softer, modern versions of brights, like coral instead of neon orange, or pastel lilac instead of electric purple. These shades give you energy without overwhelming your look. Even a pop of color like a teal handbag or a deep red scarf can lift your outfit without screaming for attention. Remember, color is about harmony, not volume. You want your clothes to frame your beauty, not shout over it. By choosing deeper, more balanced tones instead of neon, you'll look radiant, confident, and age-appropriate in the best way possible. And while neon may overwhelm your features, there's another family of shades that can drain you of energy entirely. Up next, let's look at how cool, icy colors can make you appear washed out and what to wear instead. On the surface, icy shades like pale blue, frosty silver, or metallic gray seem elegant and chic. They remind us of sophistication, a little sparkle, and a touch of glamour. But here's the catch. For many women over 60, icy colors can actually drain the warmth from your face and highlight every fine line. Instead of looking fresh, you risk appearing cold, pale, and even a little tired. Why does this happen? As we age, our skin naturally loses some of its underlying pigments. Pairing that softer skin tone with icy colors exaggerates the effect, leaving you looking washed out. If you've embraced your natural gray or silver hair, icy shades can also blend too closely, making your hair and skin look flat instead of radiant. The result is a lack of definition. Your features simply fade away. Let's take an example. Patricia, 68, loved her shimmering silver blouse. She wore it to dinner parties thinking it matched her new silver hair perfectly. But her daughter pointed out that in photos, her face looked almost ghostly, with her hair and blouse blending together. When she swapped that icy silver top for a warm champagne blouse, the difference was night and day. Her hair shone, her cheeks looked healthier, and her smile was the star of the picture. So what's the solution? Instead of frosty tones, opt for warmer alternatives that still feel elegant. Jewel tones like teal, rich burgundy, or deep plum are wonderful choices. Soft lavenders, warm champagnes, or even gentle rose golds bring out the glow in your complexion and provide contrast to silver or gray hair. These colors don't just sit on your skin, they enhance it. Accessories also help. If you love icy metallics, wear them away from your face, like a silver clutch or metallic shoes. Near your face, go for warmer tones in scarves, earrings, or necklaces to restore balance. That small shift can transform the entire impression you make. The key is to remember that your wardrobe should highlight your natural features, not compete with them. When you choose warm, flattering colors over icy ones, your face instantly looks more alive, your hair more luminous, and your style more effortless. And if icy shades can wash you out, wait until you see what happens with another dark neutral that many women rely on far too heavily. Up next, let's talk about why wearing too much dark brown can be just as aging. Dark brown is often seen as a safe and practical choice. It's less severe than black, it feels classic, and it pairs easily with other colors. But here's the hidden danger. When worn too heavily, especially near the face, dark brown can make your complexion appear dull, flat, and even lifeless. Instead of adding warmth, it can cast a shadow that emphasizes tiredness and age. Why does this happen? Unlike rich, medium browns that have warmth and depth, very dark brown can look heavy on mature skin. It tends to absorb light rather than reflect it, pulling the color out of your cheeks and lips. This is especially noticeable for women over 60 with gray or lighter hair, where the contrast feels harsh and unbalanced. Consider Evelyn, a 65-year-old who loved her chocolate brown turtlenecks. She thought they gave her a polished, sophisticated look. But when she saw herself in holiday photos, she noticed her skin looked sallow, and her eyes appeared less bright. After some gentle guidance from a friend, she tried pairing her dark brown sweater with a cream scarf and gold earrings. Suddenly, her skin looked fresher, and her whole face lit up. The brown was no longer overwhelming, it became a backdrop that allowed her beauty to shine. The solution isn't to banish dark brown from your closet. Fashion for mature women should never feel restrictive. The secret is learning how to balance it. If you love brown, try medium or warm shades like camel, mocha, or chestnut. These tones bring a natural glow without feeling heavy. Pair dark brown pieces with lighter neutrals, ivory, cream, or soft beige, to soften the effect. Even a pop of metallic accessories like gold jewelry can instantly brighten the look. Another trick is to shift placement. Dark brown trousers or skirts can be incredibly flattering, giving you structure and elegance. But when it comes to tops, jackets, or scarves near your face, choose lighter or warmer tones to avoid that draining effect. Think of brown as a grounding color, not the main event. When you get the balance right, brown becomes rich and luxurious instead of overpowering. It can add depth to your wardrobe while still letting your face and features shine. And while dark brown may age you if used incorrectly, even a color as traditionally feminine as pink can work against you when the shade is wrong. Up next, let's explore how the wrong pinks can make you look older and which shades will help you glow. Pink is often considered the color of youth, softness, and femininity. Many women assume that wearing pink will automatically make them look fresher and more vibrant. But here's the truth. The wrong shade of pink can have the opposite effect, making you look older rather than younger. The biggest culprits? Baby pink and overly bright neon pink. Baby pink may look sweet on children, but on mature skin, it can emphasize redness in the cheeks or make your complexion look pale and washed out. Neon pink, on the other hand, can feel too harsh and artificial, clashing with silver or gray hair and creating a jarring contrast that steals the natural glow from your skin. Take Helen, 61, for example. She loved a pale bubblegum pink blouse she wore for lunches with friends. But every time she saw herself in photos, she thought she looked tired and faded. One day, she swapped that blouse for a rich raspberry-colored top. The difference was striking. Her skin tone looked warmer, her smile brighter, and the compliments from her friends poured in. The right shade of pink made her feel radiant again. So, what are the flattering options? Instead of baby or neon pink, reach for deeper and more sophisticated tones. Dusty rose, mauve, or raspberry are perfect choices for women over 60. These shades are softer but still vibrant, adding life to your complexion without overwhelming it. They also pair beautifully with neutrals like navy, cream, or gray, creating outfits that are modern, chic, and age-appropriate. Accessories can also help. If you're drawn to lighter pinks, balance them with stronger colors near your face. Perhaps a coral lipstick, a patterned scarf, or statement jewelry. This keeps the color playful without washing you out. The goal isn't to avoid pink altogether, but to refine your choices so pink works with your beauty, not against it. Remember, fashion for mature women is all about harmony. The right pink should bring out the natural warmth in your skin and highlight your confidence. Once you find your best shade, pink will feel less like a risk and more like a secret weapon. And if pink can be tricky, there's one final color mistake that many women unknowingly make: wearing stark white the wrong way. Up next, let's uncover why pure white can be aging and which softer alternatives will help you shine. White is often associated with freshness, elegance, and simplicity. Many women believe a crisp white blouse or blazer is the ultimate timeless piece. And while that may be true for some, stark, pure white can actually work against women over 60. Instead of making you look vibrant, it can highlight shadows, emphasize wrinkles, and even dull your natural glow. Why? Pure white reflects light in the harshest way. On younger skin, this reflection can look sharp and chic, but on mature skin, it often exaggerates texture and creates unflattering contrasts, especially if you have silver or gray hair. The brightness of the fabric can overpower your features, making you appear tired rather than refreshed. Take Linda, 67, as an example. She loved her crisp white blazer and wore it often to social events. Yet, in photos, she noticed her face looked flat and her hair lost its shine against the starkness of the white. After some experimenting, she replaced the blazer with an ivory jacket. And the difference was remarkable. Her skin looked softer, her hair had more luster, and the overall effect was polished and youthful. The solution isn't to banish white from your wardrobe altogether. Instead, focus on softer alternatives. Ivory, pearl, cream, or even a gentle eggshell shade all provide the same clean sophistication without the harshness of pure white. These warmer versions of white bring light to your face while creating harmony with mature skin tones. Another option is to layer stark white with softer pieces. If you love a bright white blouse, pair it with a camel cardigan, a soft pastel scarf, or warm-toned jewelry. This breaks up the intensity and keeps the overall look balanced. Fabric choice also matters. Opt for flowing materials like silk or chiffon, which soften the edges of white rather than stiff cotton or polyester that emphasize every line. The key is remembering that white should frame your beauty, not fight with it. By choosing the right shade and pairing it thoughtfully, you can still enjoy the timeless elegance of white without adding unwanted years. We've now uncovered all 7 of the most common color mistakes that can instantly age women over 60. But knowing the mistakes is only half the journey. The real transformation comes in how you put this knowledge into practice. Let's wrap everything up and explore how you can use color to step into your most confident, radiant self. So there you have it, the 7 color mistakes that can instantly add 10 years to your look. From wearing harsh black the wrong way to overusing beige, relying on neon brights, icy tones, dark browns, the wrong shades of pink, and stark white. Each of these pitfalls can subtly steal the glow from your face. The good news, every single one of them has an easy fix. By making small, thoughtful adjustments, you can refresh your style, highlight your natural beauty, and feel more confident every time you step out the door. The message here is simple. Fashion for mature women isn't about chasing trends or avoiding colors altogether. It's about choosing shades that celebrate who you are today. With the right colors, you can soften your features, brighten your skin, and create a style that feels timeless, elegant, and uniquely yours. Remember, the goal isn't perfection, it's empowerment. Whether you embrace jewel tones, discover warmer neutrals, or experiment with ivory instead of pure white, these choices allow you to express yourself while still looking modern and radiant. Your wardrobe can be your best friend when it works with you, not against you. If you found today's video helpful, I'd love for you to join our growing community of women over 60 who are redefining beauty and confidence. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share your favorite color discovery in the comments. I'd love to hear from you. And if you're ready to keep building a wardrobe that makes you look and feel amazing, don't miss my other videos on timeless fashion tips for women over 60 and flattering hairstyles that enhance your natural glow. Together, we'll make sure every detail of your style tells the story of confidence, elegance, and joy. So go ahead, open your closet with fresh eyes and start embracing the colors that truly let your beauty shine. After all, age is just a number, but the right colors can make you look and feel younger instantly.